Good afternoon, Master Tanaka. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, friend Elena. I am Saint Germain, and as always, I'm full of energy. Every time you look at yourself, what must always be recognized is the fullness of your energy. Because this is a word that must already be part of our own vocabulary. This is a word that must already be within a consciousness form, so that through this, you are allowing yourself to recognize the fullness of energy. One factor that I always point out, which must be observed, is that all beings, through interpretative processes, have started to generate guidance for themselves in a way that is not so appropriate, because the guidance is being given as if it were to fragments of energy. But the factor that I always point out is that from the moment you have this information, you must always be aware that in every activity, what you are doing is being done with the fullness of your energy. So what will you observe? That activities that are being trivialized in your daily life will no longer be carried out in this way. That in all activities you will observe. In this activity, my energy is moving and is generating a process of experience, which is why what I create within my being, what I am generating within myself, within a process of thought and feeling, is shaping this full energy into a flow. And this is the flow of creation. This is why it is always said that all beings are creators, regardless of what they are generating within themselves. Everything is creation. Why is that? Because they are molds that you have generated within your own being. What is said when you are on an earth plane? Many even ask, but Master, the mold process, is it really necessary? Is it always necessary for me to be molding my being? Can't I just enter a state of permission and in this state of permission generate a whole process of experience? One factor I put here is that, of course, in God's world, everything is allowed. But one factor you should always be aware of is that you have a belief system, and this belief system is exactly your mold. When you say if you can't free yourself from this mold, don't generate any molds, then naturally this is being oriented towards a factor that you say is liberation from all beliefs. But when on an earth plane, within a process of consciousness, naturally this is a progressive process. But I'm putting it here for a now moment. So within what you are in a now moment guiding your own being, one factor that you will observe is that this way of being is still being interpreted as necessary, which is why the factor I put forward is that you should always observe yourself. Because as long as within yourself you generate the desire to maintain a way of being, then I put forward that what becomes more appropriate for you to do is to guide your process of believing. So naturally, through what you guide in this process, what are you accomplishing? You are always generating guidance for your belief process. So within an earthy plane, what you're doing is re-signifying this mode. You're always generating a new mode for yourself. But naturally, this new mode is geared towards a process of creation. It's geared towards a process of understanding. So as you determine this, as you stay within this creative process of understanding, naturally, what will you realize? That this belief system, little by little, will be recognized as just an interpretative factor, and within what you allow yourself to release, naturally what you will be doing is generating for yourself just this state of permission, and with this permission consciousness always being established, even being, let's say, respected, then what will you realize? That what you are interpreting at this moment now is extremely necessary. That through a process of acceptance, You have simply entered the system of permission. With these words, I say goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.